All right, Flying Monkeys Wargaming podcast, where wargaming was easy, it would be your mom. Actually, YouTube too. I've been putting some videos up. So we are on today. We're gonna try and do a collaboration with my boy Benjamin Cornelius. Ben's out in California.
Hey.
What's up, man? How you been?
Good, man. Good. Just working,
Yeah,
which is my hobby now.
yeah. For those that don't know, Ben, I met Ben 2015, and we met across the tabletop from each other down in Oklahoma. Ben decided to skip out of the area and head over to California for some, I guess, better weather, for lack of a better way of putting it. Raising the family, kids, yeah. And we've managed to stay in touch. Ben has fired up something out there. He's got a Robothouse. So tell me about Robothouse, man. What's going on with you?
So I've been community organizing, like events inside the hobby forever, and I've been a part of Warhammer since '94. But yeah, so all of this feels like it's like all of my hobby has been leading me to this. I started painting commissions a few years back, and then really hit that hard in the past year, and decided to really open an actual paint studio. So I've gone full time in a commission painting studio that I'm also doing live streams, working on getting an online store going where I sell my merch and I sell the products that I teach with. I also teach classes, so painting hobby classes. Most of that's been online, with California being pretty tightly shut down the past year.
Oh, shit.
But now we're starting to get out of that shit, and yeah, I'm looking for a studio space that I can actually sit down with people and teach them how to play or to paint, and then also start doing more like in-person gaming type stuff too. So
nice, man. Well, it's good to see you got going on up there. So so for a while, so I met you playing 40k. And after meeting you playing 40k, you kind of went over to the Sigmar side of the house, and that's where you've kind of been ever since. Are you still hanging out with Sigmar stuff? Are you out of the loop?
Yeah, man, I've been a little out of the loop. I spent a little bit of time working at a game store, and in that, I didn't actually get to play games.
Right.
So it was hard to keep up, meta wise, because I was pretty in the competitive scene to Age of Sigmar there. But yeah, I've kept with it. I mean, I have my armies, and you fuckers bought me a big, sweet, pretty corn dragon. So
yeah, dude, that's the best going away gift ever. So,
dude, I am like still taken aback. The yeah, so I'm still planning on. I played my first tournament actually a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, my first tournament in like a year and a half since I left Oklahoma, and hopefully, now I got to like relearn the meta, because I'm living in a what is that 2018 meta. I need to figure out my shit.
You're pulling a Duncan,
but
dude.
He's never gonna play again.
Yeah,
I saw him hold that baby.
Dude, he hadn't even tried to podcast lately. I'm like, who do I got tonight? Who's coming on? Like, he didn't even answer. I'm like, okay, bro, I see how it is. So
you get married, that's like a year off. You get a kid, you're fucked,
dude.
So that's why I had to start a company.
I'm gonna break all the rules, because if you watch, I got engaged at a gaming convention of all places.
You're an old fucker.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get married, and you ain't gonna see me drop off the scene. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt, man. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're really fucking great. I haven't played much 40k. I tried to play a little bit, but I got a sister's army, and I'm excited about it. But with pandemic shutdown shit, I live in California. It's like no one's playing shit for the past year. Now things are starting to open up a lot more, and people are playing. But
yeah. I feel sorry for you guys out there, man, because like you're in our local chat still. No one's fucking bounced you. So, but like when I see people out in California, they're like, I can't wait to play games again, and it's like, bro, we've been doing the thing, man. We've been playing out here. It's
which it's definitely opened up. I'm playing in a GT next month, You know,
Nice.
as people are all on the vaccination train, they're all getting a little more comfortable with being around other people.
Good.
So, hopefully, you know, people are starting to play together a lot more. So yeah, I got a GT coming up. I'm hoping to come out to Monkey. I got the go ahead from the wife, so that was a big one.
That'll be good. Dude, Monkey's already over GT status for Age of Sigmar. Knocking on major status for Age of Sigmar, so that'd be kind of cool if that happened.
Yeah, that'd be super exciting. It's been a little bit of a slow grow there, I know, in Kansas with the Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, it's been hard. Speaking of which, I actually started building getting my Soul Blight out and getting my Soul Blight together with all the new teasers and stuff. The new Soul Blight models look pretty damn dope.
I've got some customers wanting me to paint. I think I've got 3 different customers wanting some of that Cursed City stuff. I was surprised all of them could find models, but they're bringing them to me.
GW's hard, man. They've been allocating everything that's cool, like Bellicor, man. Yeah. It's like, you know, everybody and their brother from both game systems. You know, it's a multi-game system model, and you know everybody from Sigmar is gonna want it. You know, all the old school Chaos players gonna want it, and then GW comes out and they're like, "Yeah, I think you're gonna get 2 per store." It's like, oh, okay. So
rough.
So I was joking with you know Alex Kuhn, right? Alex and I were hanging out in the shop on Saturday, and when I was sitting there on my phone ordering Bellicor off the website like the peasants, you know. And I was joking with Alex like man, I own a store and I'm sitting here trying to get the website to refresh to see if pre-orders are up,
go.
So I can get a Bellicor for myself, because dude, before those pre-orders went live, he sold out. Like, he was already my 2 that I was allocated. I'd already had emails for him, and I'm not gonna fuck a customer out of a model because I want it, you know. So, but yeah, I was on there like the peasants, hitting the refresh, hoping to get me a Bellicor. And I'm building a chaos spawn for this weekend. So,
nice. A friend of mine was talking about, he's like, "Oh, I don't want that Bellicor. It's just a blown up version of the other one." And I was like, "Motherfucker, you just couldn't get one pre-order."
Yeah,
don't act like you don't.
Listen, cheap ass, that model is dope as fuck. So,
right? That silly tiny shit to fucking tournament.
Yeah, dude, Chaos has been like my perpetual Warhammer side chick. Like, since I started playing, you know, I met you. I was playing Corn Demonkin. You know, it's
yeah, you were.
It's either Space Wolves or some kind of like Corn Chaos were the flavor for the longest time, and seeing that Bellicor model made me want to dig all the Chaos shit out again, and that's actually what I'm playing this weekend, is some Chaos shit. So
yeah, I mean, Corn's my jam. You know, I am 100% down with that, but I'm not painting more Berserkers, dude. I don't have my old Berserkers. And, like, I was looking at 40k, I was like, I am not going to paint another goddamn Berserker model until they make new ones.
Yeah, the cool Berserkers that I've seen are actually the converted Berserkers from, they'll convert whatever the Corn models are from Age of Sigmar. The armored dudes.
Yeah, those Necromunda ones are pretty dope, too. If you can get your hands on those.
I haven't seen that. What's that conversion?
Oh, I forget what the guys are called. Where's my shit? I'll send you a thing. But those models look like, if the work they put into those Necromunda models is amazing. Anyway, I've got to paint a few commissions for people with them, and they're just like way more detailed than any of the other 40, like their cultists and all that shit.
Nice. Yeah, I like the cultist out of Blackstone Fortress. The cultists out of there.
Those are
super
sick.
Dope.
Well, it's like we were using cultists from that one fucking box, Dark
Vengeance.
What was it called? Dark Vengeance.
Yeah, it had like Dark Angels. It was a double chaos box.
Right. Oh, there they are. The Corpse Grinder cult.
Okay, I'll check it out then.
Yeah.
So
check them out. Corpse Grinder cult. It comes with like some really what would be sick fucking corn cultists too.
Yeah, the problem is I got like 30 fucking berserkers already, so I'm not sure I'll need more than 30 berserkers.
Well, I just got rid of all my 40k stuff when I wasn't really playing it anymore. It was just sitting in the closet. I think you took.
I picked up some of your stuff. Yeah. I still roll them Mauler Fiends around the board every now and then. I got a Chaos Monster Mash list I've been rolling with 40k that I really like. So
that's super fun.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun when 9th edition dropped. I was working at that shop, so we played it pretty hardcore there for a minute, and then just that shit didn't work out. So.
Yeah. So what's good in Sigmar now? Are you just eyeballing it? You gonna get back in it, or what are you thinking?
Those Soulblight models, dude. I saw those fucking new skeletons, and I'm like, fuck, I want that army. I don't know that I want to paint 80 skeletons or whatever, however many you need.
Yeah, I did a heresy thing, dude. I went and I wrote a list for Soulblight just to get it like 2,000 points. I've already got 15 of the Blood Dragon Knights, right? I don't see me rebuying them models, because they were
sure.
And
so fucking hot.
Yeah, so I wanted to, and I add points for 2 units of 20 zombies. So I just bought the Mantic zombie box that comes with 40. That's the Horde. And those zombie sculpts from Mantic are actually better than the GW sculpts. Because those GW zombie sculpts are so outdated that they just
they're so bad.
Yeah, and so that's
man, they're fucking pretty.
Yeah, and then the dire wolves. Instead of using the dire wolves, I had some Fenris wolves sitting around, which I'm going to use them for dire wolves in that list. So Soulblight made me want to come back out of the Sigmar closet and do it. So.
I think that's like the thing you're missing, and I mean, you have Charles plays some Age of Sigmar, but you don't have a solid person who's just dedicated their fucking shit to Sigmar.
Yeah, well, it was Dobler, but he's dropped off the face of the earth lately. So
right,
yeah, and we'll see. There's a few guys though. It's kind of interesting. It's you and I have both been playing this game, both systems about the same length of time. And to see dudes come in and go, and generations come and go, there's a crop of new people picking up Sigmar, which is kind of cool. We've got a couple guys locally that all they do is Sigmar. They don't do 40k. They came into the game because they liked the models. They had no preconceived notions of Warhammer Fantasy. They had never played any other system before. They basically came in, saw the models for Sigmar, and decided that they like Sigmar, and that's the direction they went. And so that was kind of, it's kind of neat to see those groups crop up, and they'll be at the tables on the weekend, playing along the guys, doing their Kmart Warhammer, the 9th Age stuff, and they have no clue what it is, why they'd want to play on it, what the deal with the square bases is, and it's just kind of interesting to see, that whole, here's a new crop of people coming in that have no preconceived notion, and they like the game, and they think it's a cool game, and I dig it. It's groovy.
I don't know. I went over to a buddy's house who was like, "Oh, I've been getting into 9th Age," and I went over there, and it's funny because he had those Mantic fucking zombies and skeletons and all that shit, and some of the fucking really nice fucking Warhammer shit, James Workshop toys that he's playing with too, but I played that game, but I never played Fantasy, man.
Dude, but here's the thing about Mantic, some of those Mantic kits, you're getting Jenny McCarthy, and then some of them other fucking kits, you're getting Melissa McCarthy. There's there's a big spectrum of what's
do not
and their zombies. Their zombies are solid, but some of the other kits, they still look like the models we were buying in blister packs in the 90s, and that's kind of the funny thing about it. So what kind of classes you been lining up, dude? What kind of stuff you been teaching for hobby wise? Because you kind of went full retard hobby, dude, and that's
I did,
and you seem to be loving it. And my problem with becoming full retard hobby, dude, is I'm not drawing when I do that. So like I've got to find some kind of balance between, tabletop and my miniatures for tournaments, and keep pushing forward. Trying to get somewhere with my art. And it's kind of dope to see you like run ahead with what you're doing and having a good time.
Yeah, it's been super fun. Class-wise, people are scared to death of airbrushing, and it's not that fucking hard, man. Yeah. And so just showing people, like, it's really hard to watch a video, I feel like, at least for me, the way I learn, to watch a video and be like, okay, I thin it down the consistency of milk, and I try to get, like, but if I can get you in person and be like, look how it looks in the cup, like, this is, like, how you fucking airbrush. Like, this is how you thin paint. This is how you fix an airbrush. This is the, like, 12 parts that consist of an airbrush. And I can get that in person. That makes so much more sense. So those beginner airbrushing classes have been dope.
See, but when you're teaching, you got to think, though, a lot of people learn different ways. So like some people are purely visual, some are kinesthetic. And I think airbrushing is one of those skills that it's best to learn it like kinesthetically, like getting the hands on, getting the thing, doing it in a class, not just sitting on your couch watching a YouTube video eating Cheetos.
Well, and I have to also, I get to sit here and do this for hours a day. So obviously my skills in airbrush are increasing, greatly. Whereas someone else who's hobbying might get a couple hours a week where they're actually putting in time to the thing. And that's where I try to also show people ways, like my beginner like paint classes, to like, hey, pick a simple fucking paint scheme that you're going to finish, where you're not like overwhelming yourself with getting every detail on the model, but you're making your shit look good so you can go and play with it, right? Yeah. Because it's real easy to like, oh, I'm going to make all of my, like, when you put too much into every model, it just takes way too much time. If I did that, I couldn't be people don't want to pay that much money for their stuff to get painted.
Yeah. Dude, if you're painting a 10-man unit of troops or a 20-man unit of troops, something that's going to get picked up off the board pretty quickly anyways, you're not winning a fucking golden demon with that thing, dude. Like, there's some corners to be cut. There's some assembly line to be done. Like I've noticed that lately when I watch tutorials or see tutorials online. Like, there was a guy that had like a really dope effect for his poxwalkers. I'll send you the video. But he didn't speak English, so the videos and subtitles first off. So, as an avid watcher of dubbed kung fu growing up, I can get through the videos. But, like I was
Spanish guys, bro, they're good.
Yeah, I was watching it, and I was like, man, this guy's got a really nice looking model. And I went through the whole process and watched the video. And at the end of it, I thought, like, most people, you're bringing 30, 40 poxwalkers. Do I want to spend that much time painting 30 or 40 poxwalkers, to have the shit shot off the board or have nobody really notice? It's like there's a comfortable like target zone that people should strive for in that, and it's definitely not what that dude was doing in his video, because you'd spend 2 years painting your poxwalkers the way that guy was painting his poxwalkers. So.
Yeah, there's no way. And I think we get caught up in that. It's easy to get caught up in that. So a lot, like, I've been doing those in those beginner class, like beginner, just how to paint miniatures. I was doing some stuff with kids too, which I want to get more into. I've got an opportunity with a group that I'm going to get more classes with them going. But it's just like, young kids that are interested in D&D. And learning that you get to paint your own miniatures, you can put them all together. You can, your character, you can like make him look the way you want and those kind of things. So that whole part I'm stoked to get into too. Right. Just fun. It's fun getting to like the best like customers in any sense is the ones that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any opinion. No.
They're a lump of clay. You can mold them, dude.
Man, excited about the fucking hobby, and they have all this like, oh, GW does this problem, and this company sucks, and all these things. It's like you're saying those AOS guys who are like, what the fuck is that? That's weird. I just want to play this cool game. Like, I like these models. I like this game. This is fun. Yeah.
Your philosophy and mine's a little bit different. Let's. I'm going to take a quick break and check some of our equipment. and then
Cool.
we'll come back and we'll touch on that because you and I differ, and I think there's some good discussion to be had. So
Sweet.
stick around. I'm gonna throw a commercial for somebody in here, and we'll be right back. We are back from our break. One thing we touched on before we went out, Ben's really digging the hobby, really digging having a good time, just painting shit and showing people how to paint. And my thing is, we differ in that he doesn't bitch a whole lot about the game and where it's at, and I definitely do. I'm on the other side of the spectrum of that. I think I have an issue with perceived fairness. If I see things I think are unfair, or if I see things I think are unbalanced, I tend to get a little tilted. And I think you're a little bit more laid back on that than I am. And just tell you,
I can rant if we need to go. I can just go into it.
Yeah, and
Motherfucker.
tell you the difference in Ben and I's personality. For those that don't know, if you've been around me enough, I have a couple mutant powers. One of them is you will get the worst service ever in a restaurant you've ever had if you go eat with me. And the second is weirdos love me. And it's always random stranger weirdos who just think I'm amazing and want to spend time with me. And we were in a game shop down in Oklahoma. And that was a Sigmar tournament, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, and so
there's a bunch of good stuff in that one. That was fun.
So I went down there for an Age of Sigmar tournament, and I'm up at the counter trying to figure out if I can get a water and get settled up for the tournament. And this Yu-Gi-Oh player comes up to me, and as this Yu-Gi-Oh player comes up to me, he just starts talking to me about the wonders and the joys of Yu-Gi-Oh. And I'm like, yeah. I tried to be nice at first. I was like, dude, I'm here to play Sigmar today. I'm playing Warhammer. And like the dude just insisted on showing me his handful of cards that he had for Yu-Gi-Oh. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here to play. I gotta get ready for my round, man. I really don't have time for this. And Ben was sitting over at a table, so I thought, like, dude, I'm gonna go over and sit with Ben, and maybe this guy will see that like I'm here with people and like leave me alone. And I go sit down with Ben, and as I'm sitting with Ben, the Yu-Gi-Oh guy like follows me over and sits down with us. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta get ready for my round. And the guy like just wouldn't stop. So Ben hops in. And he's like, hey, buddy, I'll look at your cards, having way more patience than I do. And the dude looked at Ben, like, dropped dead, and turned back to me and insisted that I look at his Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Am I painting that accurately? Is that kind of how that went down?
Yeah, so, I was trying to jump on the grenade a little bit for you, but the guy was not having me. He was like, no, this guy likes weirdos. Let me get all up in you. Yeah. And you know Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I'm like, I don't know shit about Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm outie. Like I should have just been like, yeah, good luck, Brian. But,
yeah, but you tried to dive on that grenade for me, and that fucking dude was not having it. So, and he actually came over at one point during my round and wanted to talk, and I was like, I'm playing a game, bro. You gotta go somewhere else. So, I'm not sure what was special about me that lured the Yu-Gi-Oh player in, but it happened. So. But no, I guess, to illustrate my point, I think you have more patience for people than I do. And I think you really dig, like, the whole, building a community through hobby type aspect of it. And that's never necessarily been my approach. Do you think there's, I don't know, man. Give me your philosophy. What do you think about it?
I mean, yeah, I think that's just, like... I find my zen in that, like the community building and it's what I've always loved about the hobby is that it's bringing people together to play these games where the world fucking can be real annoying, especially like with the internet and shit where people are just arguing over shit that they have no control over. But like this thing brings us together to play stupid games and we get a minute to be together. So then I find like I love organizing events and I love putting people that have fucking completely different worldviews at tables together and that they get to do this thing. All of that is what kind of gets me off in this hobby. So then also to bring in the hobby aspect where I can sit with people and like hear their stories and hear that shit. Like I just love all that shit. And yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot more patient as I've gotten older too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I've kind of gotten the opposite, and it's scary.
You're getting curmudgeon-y?
Yeah, that's it, dude.
Tighten up.
I'm pretty close to get off my lawn as we speak, so.
That's fair. That's fair. You haven't kicked me off yet, so I'm
That's
still here.
true.
But but yeah, I really love that shit. I've been, I was a wide-eyed kid at 12 years old, walking into a game store looking at Warhammer models and falling in love. So and people took me under their wing, I guess, and taught me how to play and paint and all those things. So if I wouldn't have had that, I wouldn't be doing this. So I think, I don't know. I don't want to say like pay it forward type shit, but kind of,
Yeah, and I don't know. It's someone's got to do it. I'm glad you're doing it because I don't think I'm cut out for it. I wish I was, and I really do. And I've had a few people I've tried to help through things, and and then there's the other side of that too, is when you put out there and you help folks, and you still feel like you get burned in some way, or you get torched in some way after the fact. You kind of lose some heart in wanting to help folks. So
for real, I get it, but yeah, you also own a fucking game store, bro.
I do.
I mean, you're kind of in the middle of it. You're in the middle of it all, right?
I think I do a lot of that on autopilot, though.
Yeah.
And then I do have a good dude in there. So there's a lot of stuff that I do well. And what I try to do, I guess raising that point is, like, the stuff that I do really well, I try to stick to that. And the rest of it, I try to find someone who does it better than I do. Like my partner, Julian, I joke, and you'll have to meet Julian. You'd like him a lot. But you ever watch South Park?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the episode where Butters fell in love with the girl at the fake Hooters?
I didn't, but it sounds great.
Well, you need to watch it. It's hilarious because Butters falls for this girl at the fake Hooters, which is Raisins, in South Park, and and her name is Lexus, and so Butters is calling the Hooters to check on her and talk to her, and she's like, yeah, why don't you come down and see me, sweetie? Yeah, I'd love to see you, and so Butters is going down to the Raisins and spending all of his money, and I joke with Julian because everybody loves that dude, and he's who I got predominantly running the store, and so I tell him he's like the Lexus of Raisins, at the game store. So it's I got guys that come in.
They all think he's his friend.
They do. They come in. They're like, man, that guy's my best friend ever. Da da da. And I'll be like, hey, Julian, do you know so and so? And he's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So it's you try to find people who can do stuff better than your your weaknesses. So he definitely handles my weaknesses better than I do, and I'm glad that he can do that, especially because with my health stuff I've had going on the past couple of years, my demeanor has not been what it once was.
Sure. Yeah, that can be rough, man. Getting old sucks, bro.
It does suck a lot, man.
I'm almost 40. I know you surpassed me, but
dude,
I turned 39 this year. Here we go.
47, man. So a couple months away. It's good though, man. It's I hope I got at least a good another 30, 40 left, and hopefully I'll still be around a game table. I have not had the historical bug yet, so I know a lot of people get into historical games when they get older, and I just don't see that happening.
I got this 25-year-old dude that I hang out with that loves historicals and has been playing historicals. He might have a weird fetish for old men. I'm not really sure, but I gave
it's some Manbla Gaming Association going on.
Yeah. He's been playing he's all into this I forget what they call it, young something, young Team Yankee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hang on. Let's. I gotta pause this real quick.
All right,
bro.
Damn, you still get calls, bro?
I still get calls. I've been divorced over a decade, and I still get calls. So,
dear God, that's fucking the best right there. That's
I guess I should just rolled with it. Next time I'm not pausing it. We're just taking the phone call.
Put it in the outtakes at the end.
Yeah.
That's my ex-wife. Fuck. Take me off this shit.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure what it is about guys, but one of my dudes, Chase, man, that guy likes I might be Team Yankee. I'm not sure what it is, but it's some historical tank game. You know, and then there's dudes that come up and play bolt action, and like none of that looks fun to me. Like it doesn't appeal to me in the slightest.
Me neither. I'm like, I don't know. And then, and I think it's also, I just don't want to hear about like all of what you know about World War II. Yeah. Like, it's like every time I talk to a historical person, all they want to do is talk to me about their ideas in history. And it's like, well, yeah, that's cool.
And I wonder some of it too is like, it's like cop shows for me. You know, it's like soldier shows are kind of the same way. Like I've been a real GI Joe. I've been a real cop. You know, I don't need to live vicariously through these TV characters or these movie characters. So like I don't, you know, I've never gotten the hard on for historicals that I think other guys my age tend to get. So
that's really funny.
And that might be the reason why. That's the only thing I can think of. You know, as far, well, not the only thing, but I think that's probably why I've just steered clear of the historical type games, and I like my grimdark, dude. I like my old world. I like my fantasy stuff. So
it's funny. I just have never really had much time to put into other games, so I haven't even looked at them. You know, like there's no like I play the games I play. I'm not really a gamer as much as I just play Warhammer. And I realized that, you know, working at a game store, I realized that, like, oh, I don't know shit about games. People come in asking about, like, all these other things. I'm like, oh, man, I better fucking look up this shit and figure it out.
Dude, it is an adjustment. I've never been a board gamer, but one of my biggest selling products is board games. And
that's amazing.
I've had to have an education in board games pretty quick to manage to do it, because you're not going to always have something that does well. You know, there's going to be times that Warhammer does well,
right? And
then Warhammer does what it's doing right now to people. You know, there's times that Magic's going to be up. There's times Magic's going to be down. You know, there's going to be times like Pokemon is right now where, you know, Pokemon's like printing money. You know, it just every time I have Pokemon available, I don't care what it is, I'm ordering it in the quantity they allow it, and it's sold out in 2 days. You know,
that's amazing.
It's fucking insane. You know, and then there's grown men scalping at Target and Walmart, making it worse. And so then the parents are bringing the kids by the store because we actually limit quantities. You know, like we limit you to 6 boosters. You know, we don't let you buy everything and walk out and scalp it. And I think a few parents have caught wind, so like our Pokemon sales have gotten even better. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. But it's, I don't know, man. You gotta immerse yourself in it. I like the card games. You know, I was a Magic player back in the day. I played Magic up till like Ice Age, and it just got to be, you know, when I had kids, it was either Warhammer or Magic, and I definitely chose Warhammer.
Yeah. Magic's what got me into Warhammer, because a buddy asked me to play Magic, and I was like, I am not good at this, but I like that. And I saw, you know, all the Warhammer models.
That's fair,
and I was like 12, you know, and I was like, man. Well, my dad was into model trains. So when I saw that you could, like, build and paint terrain and have, like, and build your models and play with them, I was like, well, this is fucking amazing. This is, like, so I went and got me a fucking little job and fucking bought me some minis.
Nice. Yeah, how do you, that's one thing I've noticed too, is like, I saw a video the other day about, you know, a lot of people are talking about how historical wargaming's dying, and a lot of the historical wargamers are a thing of the past, and their hobby's shrinking.
Because they're literally dying because they're all like 80.
Yeah. But one thing I do think that Games Workshop has going for them, you know, is they have a property that interests all ages. You know, there's 20-year-old kids on the table playing along with, you know, 40-year-old men. You know, there's doctors, cops, you know, burger flippers. Just their property appeals to like this broad depth of folks, and it's why I think it's managed to stay around, you know, almost 3 decades now. You know, just
right.
Or probably over 3 decades. I'm bad at math today, but it's it's one reason that I like it so much is it's a big diverse people. It's a big group of diverse friends that
Right.
come about, and like I'm talking to you. We met in 2015, and we know each other's families for the most part. Hung around each other's kids.
Right.
I've hung around your kids. My kids are grown. Chased around your kids. I guess I should be more accurate.
Yeah. So you want to hang out with my kids? We're gonna go for a run.
Dude, it was that was an adventure, man. I was like Ben. Ben is a different parent than I am, but it works. So.
Yeah. You want to see my madness? Come on in.
Yeah, it was. So you think your kids are gonna end up playing war games?
Yeah, Frankie really loves coming up and painting models with me. So I think, I don't know. You know how kids turn into teenagers, and who the fuck knows? But
you get to be little assholes.
I actually I got into Age of Sigmar because my nephew was asking about it, and so we would play back when Age of Sigmar was awful, like that original cut of Age of Sigmar where they didn't have any rules. We would throw models. I'd throw models down and we'd push them around and stuff. And so they've shown some interest, but now they're teenagers and they're kind of the assholes. But I think they'll come back around. But my kids are so young, man. My daughter's 6. My twins are 5. The boys are 5. And Mercy's 2 or almost 2. So we'll see, man. That would be cool. I would love, obviously it's a dream. They've been like, my little dudes are skateboarding with me now they go to the skate park with me. That right there is a dream for me. Cause it's just like, we're doing this thing that I love to do. And they, are fine. They're pretty good at it as far as 5-year-olds go. So that's like, so I can only imagine like also getting to do this. Frankie is really into art. Like she asks for it to like draw and to paint and to do all those things. So I can see her get into this because I do it. But like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see the gaming wise. We've been playing D&D together actually quite a bit.
Good.
And by D&D, I mean like super fucking basic D6 system. If they kill a monster, they get a marshmallow. It lasts like 15 minutes a session. But it's fun, right? Like getting my kids into gaming. And there's a lot to learn in it, so that's fun too. But yeah, I'm enjoying that shit with my kids.
Good, man. That's good. Well, what else you want to cover before we get out of here, bro?
Man. Kind of covered the basics for what our first episode together.
Yeah. So I'd say we do this every week, man. We'll maybe pick a topic, and I think this will be a good chance for me to hobby. Honestly, I'll start bringing some. Today I actually got the model built that I need for this weekend, and if I can just dedicate like an hour of hobby time to hanging out with you and just shooting the shit, we might be able to stream. So far, my tech has held out today, so we're in good shape.
Nice.
So.
I've got a pretty good setup. I've been streaming Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. I guess I could plug myself. Go to Robothouse.
Well, I was getting ready to let you plug yourself anyway, so.
I'll just jump ahead. And go to my website, robothouse27.com. I have all my links on there. Check me out. Twitch streams Monday nights and Thursday nights at 6 p.m. I'm painting up. Look at these little infinity guys I'm painting right now. Oh, you can't really see it. That camera sucks.
Put your hand on it.
Those are. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. The trick.
Well, then you got too close. You're fine.
Bad lighting. Bad lighting. I'm awful at this.
Dude, I love the infinity models, man.
Oh, they're so great, dude. It's funny. I have this group of friends who are just so into infinity, and I love it, and it's fun. I don't know enough about it. So they're all like talking about list building and shit. And I'm like, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, but it's kind of fun to learn a new game. But I've been doing on my Patreon, I've been selling, or like for $25 a month, you get one model painted on stream. So I just painted like a character model for a couple hours, and you get a pretty cheap paint job. Or I mean, cheap, high quality for less cost. I do a really shitty paint job for people on stream. You see how terrible it is?
Dude, I might honestly just send you a box of shit and pay you for it, and then be like, Ben's painting my shit. I can draw now. So
there you go. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, I've been like that's been fun, streaming and doing all that. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do a hobby chat, whatever the fuck we're calling it.
Well, good. Yeah, give feedback, guys. I'm gonna post this up on YouTube. We could maybe go live the same time next week and let you interact with us a little bit. We'll try to give you some feedback. We got topic.
If you do like to play Age of Sigmar, I am the number 5 Corn player in the world currently. So there's only 6 of them, and the 6th place person is called Ringer, but I'm the dude, number 5 in the nation.
I will let you know that I was the top Soul Blight player in the ITC for 2018.
Yeah, so we know our Sigmar.
Yeah, we know our Sigmar. I did do the Frontline Gaming stream for LVO one year when I was active in Sigmar.
You did, and you were texting me the whole time.
I was like, Ben, help me with this. I don't know what's going on. So,
what the fuck were they thinking? What did you put you and these other schmucks who know nothing
and
about
those others? At least I played the game. At least I just played the game in a tournament. Dude, those guys had never even played. And I'm like, if I'm telling you how to play this game, you don't know what you're doing. So, but yeah, hit us up, guys. Ben and I are old friends. So it's going to be basically an hour or so of Ben and I just talking. And we're going to talk about whatever we feel like. If you got a good topic you want us to broach, we'll jump on and do the thing. So we won't pull any punches. We'll tell you what we think. And we'll give you some old man advice. So, but
here we go.
So, all right, guys, look for Ben Robothouse. What's the website one more time?
Robothouse27.com.
There we go. So Robothouse27.com, and then of course look for Flying Monkeys Wargaming on Patreon. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and go check out the Facebook page for Shenanigans. So we'll be back this week about the same time, and hopefully have a live stream for you.